welcome back to Grazy TV. Today we're gonna dive into cosmetic procedures that you didn't know existed. I also want you guys to let me know if you like this cleaner, simple background better than my older background. Let me know what background you guys like to watch. I'm sure you guys know, especially in the Asian countries, having a smaller face compared to your body is more like the standard beauty. So the smaller face you have means the cuter and youthful and the more prettier you are. So that's why there's just so many crazy procedures that's been developed. So let's work our way down from the head to the bottom. So number one, we're gonna go to the foreheads. Did you know that a smaller forehead means you look prettier? So there's something called the wave line procedure. So this procedure isn't for people who don't have hair or they're balding. It's literally to make your face look smaller. So this procedure includes a hair implant. They basically implant the hairline down here. There's something also called the forehead silicone. This is actually very popular in Asia, especially in Korea. So a lot of the times in Korea, the profile image is really important. So they say the more volume and shape you have from your forehead to your nose to your chin, the more beautiful you are. And this is just a permanent thing, just like you get your nose done. So definitely with the hairline transplant and the silicone, it makes a big difference on your face. Definitely a lot more definition. So some people actually have a very uneven forehead, and using silicone to fill that gap in just makes you have a nice Barbie forehead. So this picture shows you what kind of proportion you need in your face to make your face look smaller and more cute. So on the right, the lady has a bigger forehead. The length from her eyes to her nose is longer and her chin is also longer. So on the picture on the left, it shows you that everything's smaller looks prettier. If you don't want to get a silicone, there's something called the forehead filler. I'm sure you guys know about lip fillers because that's popular everywhere, especially in the West. But forehead fillers, that even sounds crazy to me. Going down to the jaw. This is one of the most controversial surgeries out there because there's just so many bad cases that you hear with jaw surgeries. So I'm sure you guys heard of the 양악 수술, which is basically where you kind of get rid of the extra bone to make it look more smaller and like you have a V line. But there's something called the 돌출입 수술. That's where if you have a more of an outer mouth area in your teeth area, they're able to push that back. If you see the pictures, it actually makes a very big difference. There's also something called 돌출입 사막 수술. So this is like combining both 돌출 수술 and the 양악 수술. This is where you're able to push your mouth back and shave your jaw. It's one of the biggest surgery you could do. It's very dangerous. I actually saw on TV a couple days ago that a patient has died from getting the jaw surgery. Because of negligence from the nurses and the doctors. The crazy thing is, I actually was thinking about getting jaw surgery back when I was training with the girls. I almost went through with the jaw surgery, so this is actually very scary to look at. I also heard that there's a lot of side effects to the surgery because this is a new surgery. You know, years after getting jaw surgery, your skin starts to slide down. There's also cases where doctors accidentally permanently damage your veins. Going to the cheekbone. So the interesting thing is, in the West, the cheekbones are highly praised, right? You just look more mature, very strong, and you look very confident. But in the Asian countries, having high cheekbones and a very defined jaw means you look masculine, you look older. There was something called the 광대 수술, which is like where you shave the cheekbones, but a lot of people know about that. So there's something called the quick 광대 수술. So basically quick cheekbone surgery. This quick cheekbone surgery is fast. They could do it in 30 minutes. There's no scar. It's where they push back the jawbone and tighten with like a screw. So technically there's no shaving of the jaw, which causes a lot of pain. So this quick cheekbone surgery is more like the new way to do it. If you don't want to go through with the surgery, you could get a cheekbone injection. I believe it's more like a botox where they try to melt the fat or like melt the muscles. That is something I was very tempted because I do have pretty like defined cheekbones. You could see it like coming out a little bit. If I ever wanted to get something done, maybe I was thinking of getting a cheekbone injection, although it does sound pretty scary. Going to the eyes. I'm sure you guys know that in Korea, there's a lot of 쌍꺼풀 procedures or double eyelid procedures. But did you know that there's something called 앞팀 and 뒷팀? The 앞팀 is basically where they tear a little bit of skin in the tear duct area and your eyelid palettes, and basically they try to make your eyes a little bit bigger. People who have eyes too far away or too small, they want to make their eyes making it more closer. And also something called the didnt, which is the back part of your eye. I'm guessing this surgery is definitely not popular in the West. If you have more like a slanted eye, you're able to make your eyes a lot bigger. Going to the chest area, of course, chest augmentation is a very popular surgery wherever in the world. But there's something called the nipple surgery. There are people born with nipples that are too small or too big, or you know, people who have lumps in their nipples. Through this surgery, you could get a more normal looking nipple. If you have too big or too outer nipples, they cut some and make it into a nice normal shape. If it's distorted, they could also fix that as well. I definitely did not know that existed. Now going to just the skin area, there's something called the 실 lifting. So 실 in Korean means thread. So this is a procedure where they insert a dissolvable thread into your skin, which kind of lifts here if you have wrinkles, if you want to make your face look more youthful and bright. This procedure leaves little marks and no scars and lasts about a year. Secures the sagging skin and wrinkles. So this is actually a very popular procedure that's going on in Asia right now. So you guys could check this procedure out if you want to really lift your skin. Going to the nose. Of course, rhinoplasty is a very popular surgery, you know, everywhere around the world. But do you want to get a higher nose without surgery? There's something called the haiko, or in English it's translated to high nose. So this is where they use thread lifting to only lift the edge of the nose. The same concept of using lift for your skin, they insert it into your nose area right here, and they're able to lift it, making your flat nose more defined. You guys know that I already had rhinoplasty done a couple years ago, but if I would have waited, I would have totally taken this procedure over like having a permanent nose surgery. So I'm a little bit bummed, but along with the haiko procedures, a lot of people get nose fillers, you know, to get that full like nose surgery effect. Now let's check out the Ulthera procedure. So this is a non-surgical procedure. It's actually very popular right now. Ulthera relies on ultrasound therapy to deliver its collagen boosting treatment. The technology behind Ulthera affects the area under our skin with a particular heat energy, temperature, and thus stimulates collagen regeneration. The goal of Ulthera is to produce a less saggy skin that is firmer and has fewer wrinkles. So basically, in one sentence, it uses ultrasound therapy along with heat to lift the skin and allows your skin to naturally produce collagen. The Ulthera procedure is definitely something I would actually like to try. Let's go to the botox. So this is an interesting thing that I didn't even know existed, but you could get a botox right here if you think you have a lot of fat or muscles right here. Or so you could get these injections to make your shoulders look more feminine. I'm sure you guys know or may not know, but this part of the area is very important in the Korean beauty standards. That's why if you go to a lot of skincare therapies in Korea, they give you a nice massage even on your shoulder area. So if you want a slimmer neck, a slimmer shoulders, you guys could check out the 승모 botox. Along with the body botox, there's something called the 종아리 botox, which is the leg botox. So people who actually have a very big muscle development in their calves or in their thighs, you know, you could get botox to slim down your muscles. Honestly, I was like, why would you even do this? Like, just don't work out. But I was totally wrong. There are actually people who are naturally born with thicker muscles. Or if you're older and you had children, I know there's certain parts of the body that you can't be fixed naturally, or it just takes a longer time. Now if you go more deep into these procedures, there's even something called the 지방 주사 with fat injections, where they have injections to melt fat. The fat injection is something that a lot of celebrities do get, especially in their thigh and leg area. That's why sometimes you guys have seen pictures floating around where girl groups have bruises on their leg, probably due to some of the injections that they get in their leg to keep their legs look very nice and thin for the cameras. Now I definitely do understand the pressure of girls having to stay skinny and having to stay a certain standard, especially for the Korean entertainment industry. Please do not give any hate comments if you see any of the girl groups or celebrities doing these procedures. So let me know if there's any procedures you would like to try. I would love to hear your opinion. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Put a thumbs up, comments, share this video, and remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!